Hello, I'm Jinri G. Gamutan. Now I want to present to you the various cultural goods of communication in Philippines. There are two types of communication in Philippines, the verbal communication and the non-verbal communication, and its categories. Let's start with the verbal communication category. We have communication style. Filipinos will try to express their opinions and ideas diplomatically and with humility to avoid appearing arrogant. The tone of voice varies widely by language, dialect, and region. The second one is the indirect communication. Filipinos often communicate indirect in order to prevent a loss of face and evoking of either side of an exchange. They tend to avoid interrupting others and are more attentive to posture, expression, and tone of voice to draw meaning. Speech is often ambiguous and Filipino may speak in the passive voice rather than the active to avoid being perceived as speaking harshly. To find the underlying meaning, it is common to check for clarification several times. The third one is the refusal. Since many Filipino will try to save face and avoid hiya in their interaction, many will be overly polite and seldom give a flat no or negative response. And when conversing with your Filipino counterpart, try to focus on hints of hesitation. Listen to what they say and also pay close attention to what they don't say. The last one is the respect. When speaking to those who are older or higher status, Filipinos tend to use polite forms of speech. At the end of phrases, sentence or questions, they will say po to demonstrate this respect for hierarchy. For example, when conversing with elder or someone higher status, no one will say salamat po or thank you po. Now, let's go on with the nonverbal category. First, we have physical contact. Among relatives or friends of the same gender, it is common for Filipino to walk hand in hand or arm in arm. In general, that as a sign of affection, friendship, or if they are shy and would like someone to accompany them, Filipino tends to modest and conversative in their interaction with their significant other, and public display of affection among couples, such as kissing or hugging, is quite uncommon. The second one is the personal space. When interacting with people they are familiar with, Filipinos tend to prefer standing at an arm length from one another. Around strangers, this distance is farther. However, in public areas like a market or subway, personal space is often limited and pushing in common. Third one is laughter. While Filipinos often laugh in conversation, the meaning of laughter tends to depend on the situation. At times, laughing may indicate happiness or pleasure, while other times, it may use to relieve tension. In some circumstances, laughter is used to attempt to cover embarrassment. The fourth one is pointing. Filipino may point to objects by puckering their lips and moving their mouths in the direction they are pointing to. Pointing with the index finger is often understood as an expression of anger. The fifth one is the gesture. Putting one's hand on their hips is a sign of anger. The last one is the beckoning. The common way to beckon someone is by gesturing with the hand facing downwards and waving fingers toward oneself. The same gesture that would represent showing in Australia. If a Filipino wants someone's attention, it is common for them to make a sound like